Think about how much of our time we spend scrolling every day. Texting friends, scrolling through social media, watching videos, and more. The online world is a big part of our lives, but unfortunately this world has also created something harmful. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is defined by the Oxford English Dictionary as the use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of an intimidating or threatening nature. And unlike traditional bullying, it can happen anytime, anywhere. It's inescapable and has the power to harm anyone, regardless of age, race, sex, or gender identity. Which is why I'm here to tell you why we all absolutely need laws enforced against cyberbullying, to protect our well-being, hold people accountable for their actions, and to create a safer, healthier online environment. Many believe that getting cyberbullied isn't as bad as getting physically bullied. However, that isn't true. In fact, according to Human Rights Australia, cyberbullying can lead to emotional, physical harm, loss of self-esteem, feelings of shame and anxiety, and even concentration and learning difficulties. These effects can really mess with our mental state and even cause physical harm. A study conducted by the Journal of American Medical Association, also known as JAMA Pediatrics, found that kids who are bullied are more likely to have suicidal, self-harm related thoughts, or even try to hurt themselves. These serious effects show how cyberbullying isn't just harmless drama online. It's a real problem. That's why having laws in place would help show just how serious cyberbullying is and how much our well-being online truly matters. Now sure, some consequences of cyberbullying exist, but let's be honest, they don't really cut it. In fact, it can often feel like people get away with saying awful things online every single day without facing any real consequences. The current rules just aren't strong enough. That's why laws against cyberbullying would make a huge difference. These laws would clearly explain what behavior is acceptable online and what the consequences are if someone crosses the line. And if someone breaks these rules, they would face real-life consequences. Research from the journal Aggression and Violent Behavior found that when real laws exist against cyberbullying, more people feel empowered to report it. This means more people are held accountable, and ultimately, there's less cyberbullying happening all around us. These laws would not only protect people, but also give them a reason to speak up and feel safe doing so. On the other hand, some might argue that laws against cyberbullying could threaten our freedom of speech. They worry that stopping cyberbullying may limit people's rights to express their opinions, even if these opinions are unpopular. But here's the thing, freedom of speech does not mean freedom to harm. There's a huge difference between sharing an opinion and deliberately trying to hurt someone with threats, insults, or harassments. Cyberbullying isn't about debate. It's about causing emotional or psychological pain. Just like we all have laws to prevent harassment in real life, we should have protections online too. Laws against cyberbullying can be carefully written to protect people from real harm while still respecting free expression. Creating these laws wouldn't silence voices, it would stop abuse and make the internet a safer place for everyone. So think about how much time we spend online every single day, scrolling, texting, posting, watching. The internet is a huge part of our lives now, but with that, wait. So think about how much of our time we spend online every single day, scrolling, texting, posting, watching. The internet is a huge part of our lives now, but with that we've also seen the rise of something really harmful, cyberbullying. And the truth is, the rules we have right now just aren't enough. Too many people get away with saying hurtful, threatening things without facing any real consequences. That's why we need actual laws in place, laws that make it clear what kind of behavior isn't okay, and that there are serious consequences if you cross the line. These laws would help protect our mental and emotional health, hold people accountable, and make the online world a safer, better place for everyone. The internet isn't going anywhere, and that's exactly why we need to make sure it's a place where people can feel safe and respected. It's time we take action. Let's stand up and push for laws that make a real difference. Thank you.